let's do an exercise of actually drawing a mind map on ourselves, or you as a topic. So let me bring you through the entire process again, step by step, using this diagram, or using this example. So, let's say my name was to be Johnny, and I want to do a mind map on myself. So step number 1 is we draw the topic at the center. So what's the topic? The topic would be Johnny. So I draw a picture to represent myself. So let's say I imagine I draw a picture of myself. So let's say I'm Johnny, and I'll draw a picture this way. Again, don't worry, your drawing doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you understand it, it's fine. Okay? And let's say I draw him with a jacket. And let's say with glasses. So again, like I said, the topic at the center is going to be multicolored. So again, if you want to add more colors, go ahead. So that's the first thing. The next thing is we draw the subheadings. Now again, think about it. Under Johnny, what are different subheadings which we can talk about this person? You can talk about a person's hobbies, character, appearance, goals, challenges in life, all these things. So let's say for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to use just 5 subheadings. And we're going to add the first subheading. And the first subheading is, let's say we talk about character. So what we do is, we add the first subheading, character, here. And recall, your subheading has got to be in capital letters, and it's going to be resting on a thick branch. So again, step number 2 is we add the subheading. Now once we add a subheading, step number 3 is we add the main points and the details. So under character, what can we talk about this person's character? Again, I'm making stuff up, right? So let's imagine for Johnny, the first part of his character is he's very generous. Okay, so I'll write on the word generous. So once again, it's a key word. The word must be on the line. So besides being generous, maybe he's also really kind. At the same time, he's a very funny person. But at times, he can be a bit irresponsible. And sometimes even a bit lazy. Alright? So, for example, under this subheading, how many points do we have? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 main points. So once again, remember, all the branches, they branch from the same point. And they're all of the same color because they come from the same point. Now, again, these are main points. But whenever you want to do a mind map, you have to put down the elaboration of the details of the examples. So under each of these main points, what more can we talk about Johnny being generous? We can give examples, details of how he's generous. So for example, under generous, we could further branch out and say that he donates money to the old folks home. Alright? So let me write it down. Donates. Now again, instead of using the word money, whenever you can use a symbol or picture, do so. So instead of writing the word money, I'll put down this. Donate money to the old folks home. Again, must we write down to the? No, it's a non-keyword, so just write down old folks home. So donate money, old folks, and home. You can draw a little house to represent it. You see that? So once again, one word, one line. Donate money, old folks home. Now, besides donating money to old folks home, let's say he also donates to the SPCA. So from here, can we also branch out SPCA? Yeah. Let's say he donates to the Handicap Association. So from here, we can branch out Handicap Association. Alright? Alright? Now, let's look at why else is he generous? Maybe he likes to share his food with his friends, for example. Okay, so under generous, you can put on the next main point, which is share food. Again, I could draw something to represent food. Friends. Again, it's a strange way of being generous, but I'm just giving an example here, right? Some crazy examples. Okay, under kind. Why is he kind? Again, I'm just making stuff up. Maybe he's very kind because he tends to take care of stray animals, alright? So, cares for. Now, use the word for to represent cares for. Again, it's a symbol. Cares for stray dogs, okay? So, under dogs, I could change color because I'm branching to a more detailed point. So, sometimes by branching to a more detailed point, you may want to change color. So, dog. Instead of writing the word dog again, if I can, I draw a picture because it's more outstanding. Oops, how do you draw a dog? Okay, sorry, my dog looks a bit strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, maybe besides caring for stray dogs, he cares for stray birds, stray pigeons. So I could draw a pigeon over here. Again, I'm not saying my drawings are best in the world. Well, that's my pigeon, okay? And cares for stray, let's say, rats. Ooh, that's a bit disgusting, but doesn't matter, okay? So you know what I'm saying? So we just branch it out this way. Or why else is he kind? Maybe he's kind because he helps old people across the road. So helps old men cross road. And maybe he also helps the old man carry bags. Alright, so I'm just giving you some examples over here. So as you see, I'm using all the principles, all the rules. So similarly, I'll add in more details for each of these main points. So once I finally complete this entire section under this first subheading called character, what do? I'll then add the next subheading, which is, for example, under family. Okay, and I draw another huge or large thick branch under family. Okay, so under family, you can put down the main points, right? Now, there's so many things to talk about Johnny's family, but again, you could subsection it to certain categories. For example, under family, you could talk about family members, family disputes, family vacations, family tree, right? These are all possible major main points. So again, under family members, could you further branch it out? Yeah, could further branch out members into dad, into mom, into sis, right? So again, under dad, could you branch into more details? Yeah, of course. For example, you could talk about the dad's occupation. Dad is, for example, a doctor. His dad loves fishing. Okay, notice I'm using symbols over here. Loves fishing on Sunday. Okay, the dad has a bad temper, alright, so bad temper. Does this make sense? So as you develop mind map, you kind of like branch out and you go further and further into more and more details. Again, once you complete this entire section, what do? You go on to the next subheading. Now, there come a point of time when the subheadings will start to appear on the left-hand side of the page. So, for example, let's say the next subheading is, well, hobbies, alright? So, be hobbies, H-O-B-B-I-E-S. Again, capital letters, same color of the rest of the subheadings on a thick branch. Now, let's say under all his hobbies, we can divide into two main categories. Let's say indoor hobbies and outdoor hobbies, right? So, indoor and outdoor. Okay, now bear in mind once again how we branch out from my map. We branch out from inside to outside, right? So from here it's in to out. It's from left to right, the way we normally read. But the moment you start branching from my map on the left-hand side, what happens? You actually are branching from right to left. So what happens? You actually got to read it from right to left. So in this case, under hobbies, you can see that he's got indoor hobbies and outdoor hobbies that we just mentioned just now. Under indoor hobbies, he could, let's say, love to play computer games. So how do we write this down? Again, one word or one line, except this time you branch from right to left. So loves, can draw this heart there to represent loves, playing computer games. Playing, I could draw a little computer over here and write down the word games. You see that? So love playing computer games. And let's say under the computer games he loves to play, let's say for example, sports games. He loves to play adventure games. Okay, so for example, you got sports games, adventure games. He could love tactical games or maybe even war games. Does that make sense? So that could be one of his hobbies. Another hobby could be he loves painting. All right. So paints every Sunday. So again, notice we're branching from right to left. So again, once you finish this whole section, you move on to the next part and put on the next subheading, which could be maybe under his appearance, what he looks like. Alright, and you continue the process. Now, obviously, when you're studying in school, you're not going to do a mind map on yourself, but just an illustration to show how we can use mind maps for any purpose. So right now, just to get a practice of being very clear on the rules, the steps, as well as the principles, what I want to do is this. I want to stop this video for a while, and I want to create a mind map on yourself, your own mind map that represents your entire character. So what are subheadings you can use? Any subheadings you want. But one of the subheadings I can suggest is put down your hobbies, put down your goals. What are your goals in life, all right? What are the challenges you face? Talk about your family.